Welcome to the South Pacific, where slow is not in our vocabulary. Today has been nothing short of an absolute blast, both figuratively but also literally, just blasting through this water. It's been really awesome. Despite a totally unforecasted storm this morning that ended up bringing about 30 knots of sustained winds gusting up to about 40 and pretty confused 10-foot seas, we still managed to make really good headway and honestly still have a really comfortable ride. Even right now, we're around the high teens for true wind speed, doing a beam to broad reach about. And I mean, we're still easily averaging 10 plus knots. Highest I've seen was around 12 and a half knots. So safe to say this will be a quick passage. Well, today is day 2 of our Pacific crossing to Hawaii. And honestly, things are going about as well as you could expect them to. We've already knocked down easily about 250 miles off of our course, and officially we're starting to get into about the doldrums here, although luckily, as you can probably tell, we still have a pretty good amount of wind, luckily. So honestly, sailing's pretty good. And as you can see here, we're still doing pretty well on our way to Hawaii. Here's where we left, Marquesas, and then here's where we're going, all the way to Hawaii. And the really nice part about a passage on a boat like this is there's really not much else to do except enjoy it. It's such a comfortable ride, and we're maintaining such good speeds that honestly, there's just not too much to do. A little sail tending here and there. I need to adjust course here and there just a little bit. But honestly, this thing just does itself. Unfortunately, I think it's safe to say we're in the doldrums pretty officially. Right now we're just barely getting by, bobbing 3 to 4 knots. Thankfully we still have enough breeze to be moving, but it's really not much. Here in a little bit we'll have probably the most exciting part of our day. A little squall coming in. It's supposed to only bring about 10 to 15 knots gusting, but it'll be nice to have a little bit of shade and a little bit of rain. Another really nice point of contention on boats like these when you're at passage is that cooking tends to be a really great pastime, and honestly meals are one of the biggest things you look forward to in the day. Just here for tonight's dinner, we have some beef thawing, along with some bok choy. I'm gonna make a nice stir fry. So that was our first ship sighting after almost 3 days at sea. So you can imagine that's kind of a big deal for us. And looking at it on the map here, looks like it's a cruise ship named Regatta, and they're headed for Hawaii too. Only they're doing 18 knots and we're only doing 4. Whichever day today is, welcome. If you can't tell, we're doing much better than we were the past couple days. Despite a little bit challenging of a night last night with really switchy breezes and a couple squalls, we are back into some good, consistent wind for hopefully the remainder of our journey up to Hawaii. Can you guess what's up ahead for us? That's right, the equator. We're only a few hours away. Supposed to hit it right around dinner time. Officially across the equator into the northern hemisphere. Woohoo! Go!
We made it!
We made it.
Woohoo! Look at that!
Cheers. It's just after 6 a.m. the morning of April 8th, which means that at some point in probably the next hour, we're going to have the first total solar eclipse in at least a really long time. Well, if it's not insanely obvious, we're officially back in the trades, and boy does it feel good. A little bit of a bumpy ride, but honestly, seeing 10 knots back on the speedometer feels awfully good. After a several day-long stint in less than comfortable weather, we finally made it out on the other side. Things are looking pretty good from here. And if you can't tell, we're definitely in a different latitude. We're getting really close to Hawaii now. Looks like we'll probably make it sometime tomorrow. We appear to have gotten a friend overnight. I was just here sitting my night watch. We just furled up the code 5, just for pure lack of wind. We're running practically dead downwind. And lo and behold, we have a little passenger for the night. Well, it sure feels weird. 12 days, over 2,000 miles, and we made it to Hawaii. Anchored early this morning.